Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we've got even more tweaks, tech improvements, and good stuff going on. Plus, today, I will live react to the Like a Dragon Pirates in Hawaii Direct from yesterday. I'm very eager to see what they've got in store for us. And we got some news, some updates, some good stuff. And guess what? We're ordering food for DSP Tries It. We got a lot going on this Friday, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the latest episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
It's gone dark. What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Today is the 10th of January, 2025. Of course, I'm DSP, and welcome to the show. So once again, I bring to you some updates, okay? Today, what I'm attempting to do is fix some of the ongoing issues that we have had this week. What tech issues did we have this week? Some pretty annoying ones, honestly. This leaderboard. So if you remember, I updated the leaderboard so that now it would auto-scroll and it would auto-adjust and fit the screen. When I tried to do this, all of a sudden it was crashing, it was resizing and having issues. And then out of nowhere for the past couple of days, sometimes when I went to resize my leaderboard, the entire stream would crash. You tell me how scrolling text causes this app that has 1440p video being captured, multiple high-definition video streams, audio streams, sources, all going through it. All that's fine. But I have to change some text, and the whole thing crashes. I don't get it. And the thing is, it had been doing it a lot. Like, it did it twice yesterday during the Dark Souls stream. And that's just not acceptable. You know, every once in a while to have a crash, all right. But to have it happening so many times during one stream, you know, I can't put up with that. So I basically got on the case and some work has been done. And it looks like hopefully it's, as you take a look at this. Basically, it is completely redesigned. If you don't see here, it's now not going to be stretched and weird looking. It's going to be the right aspect ratio. And I spaced it out and, you know, it looks much better now, right? Now, since I did that, okay, now I said, well, since this is now working, I'm just going to get rid of that black bar that we had at the bottom of the screen. Remember, we used to do that with every stream, and then we started doing it just for the podcast and that. Like, we don't need that anymore. Like, get that out of here. It's more streamlined. Now the camera's a little bigger on screen. Considering the camera is full high definition, it makes sense to have the camera be bigger. So I hope you like it. If not, obviously let me know your thoughts. But it is looking a little bit better, I feel, and hopefully everything is working well here with no issue. If it crashes again, obviously we got to go back to the drawing board. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's good. Got a nice new RGB set up today. What it's supposed to be, okay, is that it's nighttime, but all of a sudden a meteor shower is starting. So that's what it's supposed to be like. See, it's night sky, but then all of a sudden you see flashes like meteors are coming down or something. It's pretty interesting. So enjoy. I find it quite relaxing, actually. And I got it. It's all over the office. Like I said, my setup, I have it all over me, both PCs and along the walls and stuff. Pretty neat, right? All right. I also have some positive updates for those of you who are watching me over on Kick. So if you're over on Kick right now, I found out, and I just found this out this morning, they gave me a whole bunch more emote slots. I don't know why, but they gave me a ton more. Like, I was maxed, and then someone yesterday had said, hey, Phil, would you make a pray emote? Because we like this. When you do this, it would be nice. We could use this, during certain situations. We've been using the more generic pray emote. That's over on Kick. And we'd like to make one for you. Could you add it, maybe replace one of your other existing emotes? For example, I've got the Daily Double. Remember, like 2 months ago, I tried that Daily Double burger from McDonald's, and so we made an emote for it. So people suggested, let's get a new Prey emote. Okay, so Super Bonchan made it yesterday, sent it over, and this morning I went to add it, and guess what? I have like 17, 18 open emote slots. Huh? I was full. I had 100% every slot full the last time that I checked. So I don't know if Kick just in general updated it for everyone, or because of the level of support that I get on Kick, how it used to be and how it is on YouTube right now. It used to be like this on Twitch as well. The more subs or the more support members you get, they add emote slots. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But yeah, over on Kick right now, all of you should have access to the DSP Prey emote like this, and you could use it in chat. Now on YouTube, they have the generic Prey emote. YouTube, I don't foresee myself ever hitting more emotes. Can I be honest with you? Like, the amount of emotes that I have unlocked on YouTube right now is tremendous because of the amount of fake memberships that I received last year because of the whole VPN issue where people were pretending to be like from other countries and buying 50 emotes for like $1. Or 50 emotes, 50 memberships for like $1. So because of that, I've already unlocked a tremendous amount of emote slots on YouTube. I really don't see myself getting many or any more. I would need such a tremendous amount of members to be added to the channel for that to happen. I don't think I'll ever get there. So what can I say, right? But on Kick, we still have a lot. So if anyone has more ideas for emotes over on Kick, excuse me, a tickle in my throat. Yeah, if anyone has any more ideas for new emotes over on Kick that you'd like to be added or you want to make and add on the fly, totally open to that. I know that's one of the cool things about Kick. People like using emotes and adding emotes and swapping emotes constantly. So I'm totally down for that. Thank you, Super Bonchan. That was really awesome that you made that emote yesterday and already we're using it on the channel. Okay. Very nice. Yes, look. Yeah, that emote, the cat emote, the cat that goes, ah, bah, 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 bah. I put it on my frame. They actually had that. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I'll put it on the frame for the month. So we'll have that on there. Maybe I should put the Prey emote on there. I could put my emotes onto my own frame, too. That's true. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on with tech updates. Hopefully the leaderboard doesn't crash today. And hopefully everything goes, no more bar on the bottom of the screen. I think it looks a little better, a little bit more streamlined. I actually got a lot of the other screens set up and working. Now, I didn't set it up. I didn't make a button for it yet. But I actually have different scenes set up and finally working properly that weren't working previously. For example, DSP News. It actually works now. It wasn't working previously, and now it is. I've also got Phil's Day Off. So I just have to make buttons for those on my Stream Deck. But yeah, we're getting there, Again, slow improvements, slow tweaking over time. I think I also got this working. Yeah, I finally got this centered. So now all of the background images for when I go background removal tool, they're now all centered properly. No more issue with that. Very nice. Okay, so today's Friday. It's my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's been a long week, hasn't it? It's been a long 6-day streaming week. Next week, I don't know if I'm going to be here all 6 days or not. It depends really on scheduling. My wife and I have wanted to take an extra day off for a while now and haven't had the opportunity to. But I believe at the end of this month, I think there is a day we have to take off because I think we have appointments. So it may just be that that's the day that we take off, and then I have another day off that week to run my errands. I think that's maybe what we're doing. Now I'm being told, back the mic up. This is ridiculous. Can you back the mic up? You told me to put it close to my mouth. Everyone says this mic is designed to be within 6 to 8 inches from your mouth. So it is. It's about just roughly a little bit under a foot away from my mouth. And now, could you back the mic up? No. No, I can't. Sorry. It's not possible. Too bad. Anyway, so next week, I don't know if I'll be here the full week or not. I very well might be. We'll have to see. But This has been a great week. 6 days of streaming, lots of progress. We had the year-end series, which went well. We had the premiere of Smart Guys, which went well. And then we had a marathon of Mega Man, and that went well. So we had so many events going well this week. I'm very pleased because we had potential that some of them would not go well, but they all pretty much were very successful, entertaining events. So good stuff there. So what will we be doing? Well, we got a lot coming up this next week. Obviously, next week, there will be another episode of Smart Guys covering the next Raw episode on Netflix, and we're curious to see, will it be as good as the first one was, or was it pretty much they went crazy for the first episode and now it's not going to be as good? I guess we'll find out there. And one night next week, I do have to take off from streaming because I have my final big private react video to make for Slayer. I owe him a big one. Like, this one's going to be like over 2 hours long, I think. It's like the final video because I'm not doing them anymore. Remember what I said is, a couple of years ago, I had the idea to do private reacts via patron pledges, and they went well, don't get me wrong, but with all the other stuff that's going on, now I've got a wrestling commentary show. I've got people who are seeking to have me in interviews and stuff, which is true. I actually do have multiple multiple shows reaching out to me who want to interview me right now. And I'm like, well, if I do that, that takes away from my streaming. So if I want to be branching out and doing this kind of stuff, I can't be taking nights off and days off to do private react videos. The idea was, since streams were slow, it was cool to do it because it basically was like financing the video. But now, quite frankly, I think I'm backed up on games so far, and everything. I'd rather focus on that. And it may change in time. There may be a situation where I do private reacts again. But at this point, I am going to still leave it open. If anyone just wants to do like a private Q&A video that's like 20 minutes long, that I'm open to, because that I can squeeze in, between streams and stuff. But I can't be doing 2-hour react videos anymore. It takes away from my work. I'd rather be here chilling with you guys than making a private video for someone who wants to finance it. So it'll be good. It's going to be fine, but I have to do that one night this week. Probably I'm thinking either Wednesday or Thursday night of this coming week. I'm going to take that night off to do the private react for Slayer. But outside of that, so we're going to have Smart Guys Tuesday morning instead of the podcast. And one night, either Wednesday, Thursday, I got to take off to do the private react. But outside of that, it'll be a normal week. So lots of progress in games like Indiana Jones, where likely we'll be nearing the end of it. Stalker 2, more progress, heading into the second half of the game now. We finally got there where we're heading to probably the second half of the story, the other half of the map. Continuing on with, I want to beat Killer Frequency this week because we're very close to the end of it now. So I feel like we should make the push and try to finish it. Also, we've got Dark Souls continuing on, and I'm doing really well now in Dark Souls. Totally different playthrough than the other ones I've done. I'm now doing this Dex build. So now I started using the notched whip, and it's really fun. I'm like, oh, this whip is weird. It's silly because it has these weird attack animations and stuff, but it actually has bleed pretty crazy. I like it. So I'm very much looking forward to that more. Of course, fighting games are in the mix. Call of Duty is in the mix. We got a lot of stuff going on. So that's what I need to focus on right now. I want to stay with the streams that everyone's enjoying and we're working and we're making progress on, rather than, taking time away. So final react is coming this week, and then I shouldn't have to take those times away anymore. But like I said, I'm actually in talks with a couple different parties about the possibility of appearing for interviews or guest spots on shows. So I'll let you guys know the developments on that. Of course, it depends on timing and scheduling and everything. If I do have to take like a night off I'll let you know. But hopefully it'll be like positive stuff. I think it would be, it's very different. It's not, we want to have Phil on the show to just talk about massive drama and, and insulting shit and have some expose exposing him. It's not like that anymore. Now people are just like, they're interested in me because of the positivity that's been happening and they want to hang out with me. And yes, of course, talk about my past and things like that, but also just have way more cordial conversation and have it be a more interesting interview, similar to, say, me appearing on Kino Casino rather than, me being interrogated on side scrollers. So, I'd rather lean towards the latter than the former. So, more on that coming. All right. But that's all coming next week, basically. All right. So let's talk about today. Let's talk about how things are going. All right. So Today's a great day. We're going to have a fun podcast. I'm going to react to the Like a Dragon Direct. I think it'll be interesting to absorb the information about this game because we're on the fence about it right now. If I'm going to play Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii or not. I'm interested in it, but I don't know if it's going to appeal to the audience and if I should play it or not. So this will maybe help us determine what we want to do. In addition, today we're going to order food because I owe you a DSP Tries It. As you can see down here on the leaderboard, we hit 60 goals, and every 10 is a milestone. And when we hit 60, it unlocked the next DSP Tries It. So today we're going to order Venezuelan food. I'm actually live going to go through the menu, and we're going to order and pick what I want to try today. And that's going to be coming at the end of this stream. You know, the food will arrive, and we're going to do a DSP Tries It episode trying Venezuelan food, which should be pretty exciting. I've never had Venezuelan food before. I don't even know what it's going to be like, but, you know, I'm always willing to try new stuff. Should be neat. So that's happening. And then, of course, we got Indiana Jones continuing. We're in a good part of the game, open world, on a boat, going through this jungle, this flooded jungle, and checking out temples and all kinds of stuff. It's been fun. So looking forward to more of continuing on with that. We're in Siam. That's the country we're in right now. And then tonight on the late stream, it's the return of Friday Night Fights, Street Fighter 6. Probably going to play Blanca tonight. Haven't used him in a while, so excited to try him out and see how we do with him. And, you know, fighting game stuff is always chaotic and rage-inducing, but people really seem to like it. So that's tonight. So a good, solid day of content today. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Okay, there really isn't an elephant at all. But, you know, I should address it. So, and by the way, a couple contributions have come in. I'm going to shout those out in just a moment because it's pertinent to the topic. Yesterday, I came off of doing a very exciting, hype Mega Man Rageathon marathon on Wednesday, and we went into a day of gameplay. Dark Souls, you know, with mods on PC, as well as Killer Frequency. Yesterday was the lowest supported day that I have had probably in about 7 months. Okay? The Dark Souls stream didn't even make $50. The Killer Frequency stream barely made $30. Okay? That's obviously not good. That's quite bad, all right, for one day for me. But the good news is, the day before I did tremendously well. The day before I did tremendously well. The day before I did tremendously well. So it's not a big deal, okay? Because my detractors love to make this shit out to be a big deal when it's not. It's totally okay to have a couple days every once in a while where things aren't, you know, going crazy and you're not hitting all your goals. Obviously, ideally, I wouldn't want that to be, but it is what it is, okay? So it's all good. No worries there. However, obviously, the idea is that we are more often than not hitting the goals, okay, getting rewards unlocked, and doing special stuff. Now, today is the 10th of January. I'm not here tomorrow. So when I come back, it'll be the 12th. FYI, apparently Taco Bell is going to have a bunch of new menu items unlocked. I say unlocked, it's so stupid. They're going to start offering them on the 16th, okay, including like a burrito that you dip and a new version of Baja Blast. Like they're supposed to have 2 or 3 new items that are available. So that's an idea for, obviously, you know, DSP Tries It. There may be other things coming out, right? But for now, I think that would be like the more prominent one, unless someone else has a better idea. So obviously we want to hit more goals so we can do maybe a DSP Tries It next week for the launch of that. You know, the 16th would be what, Thursday? So either Thursday or Friday, maybe of next week, we do a new DSP Tries It. So obviously we want to start hitting the goals again. We're at 60 now. We need to hit 70 to unlock that new one. Remember, at 100, it is the return of viewer's choice. This is something I haven't done in a very long time. You get to nominate and vote on a game that we're going to try out as a playthrough. Usually we'll do it like 1 or 2 streams, major streams. We'll do, you know, 6+ hours of gameplay. And if it works and if people like it and I'm liking it, we actually adopt it as a full game playthrough that I'm going to do. Every once in a while, it doesn't work out. We've had a couple that didn't work out, but for the most part, they almost always work out, okay? So, I'm excited for that. I am. I hope that, you know, we hit it and we can do this fun event as soon as possible. Now, how do we make that happen? Support the stream. Remember, I don't have any advertisements running for products. I don't plug stuff. I don't give you referral codes. There's no, Dollar Shave Club, electric toothbrush, manscaping ads on the edge of my podcast because I don't want that crap on here. I want you here to hang out with me and have a good time. That's the whole point of my content, not me getting filthy rich on sponsorships and making money like a lot of other people. So, because there's none of that, I rely on you and your crowdfunding to keep afloat. So please support the stream today. Unlike yesterday, I would like to bounce back and have a well-supported day. Particularly to end my week, that would be a nice thing to leave here with on my day off tomorrow. So how can you do that? Super chats and super stickers, memberships and gifted memberships on YouTube, subs and gifted subs on Kick, or tips, which can be through PayPal, and anyone can do those. All right, tips, very easy. Just look at the description of the streams, or the panels on Kick has a panel for that, or you could use the tip command in the YouTube chat if you want the direct link to it. All right, please contribute today. The sooner rather than later as well, because the sooner we hit the goal, I don't have to mention it. We could just relax and have a good, relaxing, stream together, and not have to worry about, oh, can we hit the goal? Can we do that? I don't want to do that. I'd rather just play the game and have a good time. But, this is a business as well as a hobby. I have to push that stuff, and cause and effect, right? I get support. I'm able to keep doing what I love for a living, and you get more content. So there you go. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some shout outs to start. First contribution of the day is from Envy Elroy with a $2 super chat, who says, maybe you can make a retro emote of yourself. You mean like an 8-bit emote? Like throwback, like it looks like an 8-bit, like Nintendo? That would be interesting. Now, I don't know who out there has like graphic design capabilities and would be able to do something like that. But I think that would be pretty cool, right? I think that would be pretty neat. So yeah, that's a good suggestion. Thank you to Envy there. Let me go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. So here's the big test. Crap. Your spelling is very weird. There we go. His spelling is odd. So I want to see, as we use this new leaderboard today, how it works. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And hopefully it updates properly. Okay, it's supposed to auto space and everything the way that I intended, and it wasn't working previously. Now it should be working. So we'll see how it goes. Please, stream, don't crash today. Okay. What's my email? darksidephil@hotmail.com. Okay. First tip of the day has come in, and it is a generous one. Thank you so much. I received a $20 tip. It seems to be anonymous. Let me go ahead and post it and do the animation, and then we'll read the message. But it is an anonymous $20 tip. Thank you so much. Oh, it looks like the text is working. This is so weird. I swear on some of these, the text wasn't working. Now it looks like the text is working again. You see that? Because previously the text would... Basically, I did it like I told you, I did tweaks. So now the scenes are readjusted, and I think the text is working properly on pop-ups again. Remember, it was the wrong size, and I had to mess with it. It looks like it's fine again. All right, anyway. Let's get this $20 tip on the leaderboard. Okay. Cool. And the $20 tipper says, or I should say asks, I want to create some fan art for the stream. Do you have any game preferences or themes? Where would I send them? I hope that you're doing good. Game preferences or themes, excuse me. Game preferences or themes. Usually whatever games I'm currently playing, like for example, I'm playing Indiana Jones, Stalker 2, and Dark Souls PC run with mods, correct? Now, there's any games that you think that I've ever played over time that are epic or fun. I just did a Mega Man marathon. I'm probably going to do one in the future. There you go. My newly renewed King theme, where I'm the king and I do daily streams and you help pay the king's taxes every stream. That's a meme you could run with. Stuff like that in general, okay? So that's what I would say. Those are the themes or preferences. Here's a good one. Smart Guys. I just have my new show with Ash, and we're doing wrestling commentary. That would be a good one to get some art for, because then we could actually put it into the show. That would be perfect, okay? So where do you send them? darksidephil@hotmail.com. You can try to DM me also on X. It's at they call me DSP. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. And sometimes people spam and then I end up ignoring them all. But, you know, that's another way. Because the thing is, if you email me with files attached, chances are it's just going to get blocked by my spam filter. My spam filter is insane. It's been trained so much over the years because of so many spam emails that a lot of emails don't go through. People tell me, oh, I emailed you. I got to go check my spam folder to find it. And then I'm able to find it and actually, you know, see the email. So that's what I would say. Some of those themes, and either email me or DM me on X. And thank you so much for the contribution. $20. Very much appreciated. Okay. So good stuff there. And I would say, over on Kick, hello, everyone. I just added that emote for you guys. It would be great to get some support on the Kick side today. We got a lot of Kick support earlier this week during the special events, but then yesterday we had nothing. Literally nothing. Like no Kick support. So I take that back. There was one or two anonymous subs that we tested in the morning, but outside of that, nothing. So let's get some support over there. It's great that you guys are praying. All right. What I'd like you to do is you take that and you put it in your pocket like this. You pull out your wallet. Put your wallet between the two prayer hands and then enter the digits of the stuff in your wallet into a payment processor of your choice and support the stream. There you go. Okay. Yes, as of right now, our plans are that Smart Guys will be every Tuesday morning in place of this podcast. Now, that could change depending on wrestling. Like right now, we're doing Smart Guys as a commentary show that's going to comment on Monday Night Raw. There will be pay-per-view events and the like coming up, and I don't know if that will change the schedule of when we do it. I'll have to talk to Ash about that. And also, you know, in the future, there's possibilities of other things that we may or may not do, which may change the date of the show. So we'll let you know. For now, it's going to be Tuesday of next week again is the next episode. Okay, and again, if you didn't check it out yet, Smart Guys rebooted. I called it The Revival. Back on Tuesday, live streamed it on my @DSP Reacts channel here on YouTube. That's how you can find it, @DSP Reacts, or on Kick. I also streamed it, and so the archives are there for you to watch and enjoy. I hope that you will. And leave some comments if you're watching it on YouTube. A lot of people really liked the show and want to see more, and I'm looking forward to it this coming week, okay? Okay. Now, I don't know. Some people are saying something about Wheelie Steve. Who is Wheelie Steve? Here's the truth. If people are interested in interacting with me, talking with me, interviewing me, there's many ways they can contact me. There's email, there's X. I have public ways to talk. And I'm sure if people were interested, they would reach out to me. I have no idea who Wheelie Steve is. Never heard of him. Okay. All right. We got through all that intro stuff, did we not? Good stuff. So we have a couple things on the agenda. I think what we should do in this segment, I should look up Venezuelan foods. And we should determine what it is that I order. Because we have a few options at this restaurant of things that I can try. Okay? Okay. Oh, no, I get emails. It's just that the emails that get sent to me, if you put links and stuff in them, I probably don't. You can always email me. He's a disabled guy who called you out for manipulating disabled people into giving you money. Wow. So apparently, just listen to this. I am some kind of amazing, like, mind control person who I can reach out to you through the internet and control your minds, okay, and force you to do things against your will, specifically disabled people, too. Somehow I magically know if you watching are disabled or not, and I'm targeting specifically just the disabled people. Does this sound like any logical statement that any human would make, or does this sound like a bunch of drama bullshit by someone who's desperate? Thank you. Okay, now we can move on. What's going on? Good morning, Jade. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's get this opened here. All right, so Super Bonchan says, what? Why is my credit card suddenly right in front of me? I don't understand what's going on. Super Bonchan. All right, listen. Put the credit card away. All right, you've done enough. Do not enter your credit card numbers into any payment processor to support the stream. Don't do that. There you go. I told him not to. Reverse psychology. Anyway, so let's take a look. So first off, so this Venezuelan restaurant that I'm looking at that we're going to order from, okay, has a lot of different things. The first thing that they have is empanadas. So an empanada, for what I'm to understand, is it's not pastry, right? It's like a bread, like a fried dough, but they have different fillings that you can put in it, correct? So they have a few kinds. They have shredded marinated chicken empanada. Then they have a chicken and cheese. Let me see here. Yeah, it's basically diced chicken with cheese. I think it's supposed to be cheddar cheese. Then they have beef, which is slow cooked shredded beef. I think it's supposed to be like almost like a marinated stew style beef, but it's like shredded. And then they have just cheese. They say it's Venezuelan white cheese. So what do you think? Should I do chicken with cheese? I don't want to do just the white cheese. I want to do some kind of meat. So either chicken with cheese, or beef. What do you guys think we should do for an empanada? Plain cheese is the OG. Is that true? Beef is the best, but depends on your preference. Well, I'm not supposed to have a lot of red meat. If I have a beef empanada, then I'm not going to get beef of something else, right? Dark Magus says I would honestly either go with plain cheese and beef. Okay. Really, Jay says, cheers. I want to say thanks for your stream of Killer Frequency. I got it first thing today. Oh, you got it? That's cool. It's a good game. I would say don't keep watching me play, though, because it might spoil the whole game. It's narrative-based, right? Cheese and onion? Really? So I'm being told cheese is the classic. I didn't even know that. I'm just a little nervous, number one, to eat too much cheese, and number two, that it might be too bland. Don't you think just cheese would be kind of bland? Like the first bite would be good, but do you want to keep eating mouthfuls of cheese? I don't know, especially fried cheese. All right, let's just do beef. Let's get beef. We'll get a beef empanada. Oh, I get a choice of either cilantro sauce, spicy cilantro sauce, or curry sauce. Really? You would think just standard cilantro sauce probably would make sense. I'll go with the standard cilantro sauce. Okay, so we got an empanada, all right? Now, we have to choose, because they have two things, either a arepa, which I believe is their style of like hand sandwich, like it's a bread that they stuff with ingredients, or a bowl, which I think they just skip the bread and they put the ingredients in a big bowl. Now, from other places where I've ordered this kind of stuff before, typically the bowl seems bigger than the sandwich style. Like, for example, Chipotle. If you get a burrito at Chipotle, it's big, but if you get the burrito bowl, it's honestly bigger than the burrito. So if we truly want like a good portion of everything, maybe we should just get the bowl. And they look very similar, but man, they have a lot of options. Here, so if we were gonna get an arepa, here's what they have. The arepa's domino is one with black beans and house seasoning and mozzarella cheese. The arepa shredded beef, we're not going to get this, but it's basically shredded beef with cheddar. Arepa chicken is cooked chicken seasoned with homemade marinade and cheddar. Reina pepiada, this is kind of interesting. This one is a homemade chicken salad and avocado. Wonder what that would be like. I've had chicken salad before and I like chicken salad, but I've never had chicken salad with avocado. That seems like an interesting combination. Pork, which is just slow shredded pork, and they add some cheddar cheese. They have a vegan one that's basically fake meat. It's meat made from plants, carrots, potatoes, mushrooms, and avocado. Okay. And let's see. Arepa Pabalon. This one is interesting. This seems to be like everything. Beef, black beans, Monterey cheese, and sweat plantains. I think it's supposed to say sweet plantains. It says sweat plantains. Say arepa, not arepa. Okay, arepa. Excuse me. Apparently it's pronounced arepa. There you go. Okay, so that's what they have for the arepas. But then they have bowls, and it seems like if you get a bowl, they have like way more options. So here's what they've got. Tostan bowl. Let's see what this is. Tostones are crispy hash brown-like rounds that are made from green plantains. Then they slice and fried twice to create a crispy golden Boston round. And so, yeah, but I think, oh, you could choose your protein. So it says you're going to get 4 different tostones in a bowl. And you can get beef, chicken, pork, vegan, chicken salads, sweet plantain, black bean, avocado, cheddar cheese, fresh mozzarella. Oh, I think you're adding what you want. Oh, no, you just got to pick a protein. I see. Because you could do like just cheese. All right. That's interesting. They don't have fajitas. No, they don't have that. So I could get 4 tostones, or I could do these other bowls. Here, the Pabalon bowl seems like the biggest one. Pabalon is a traditional Venezuelan dish. Oh, see, it has beef, though. I don't want the beef. We're already getting beef in the empanada. Do they have a chicken version of this? They do. Okay. So you get rice, black beans, sweet plantains, and chicken in a bowl with your choice of sauce. That could be pretty good. Maybe I'll do that, because that's basically like it's like a tour of Venezuelan food. You get your protein. I want the plantains. I love plantains, but I've never had it Venezuelan style, so I wonder how different it would taste. This sounds good. The only bummer is I wish I could get the Pabalon bowl without the beef. I wish I could get it with chicken, but you can't. They only do it with beef. Yeah. They go tropical rice, shredded beef in a stew, stewed black beans, sweet plantain, and white cheese. It's very similar to the other bowl. This one, though, it has the stew like liquid, and it has cheese. See, I'm already getting the beef, so I definitely don't want beef again. Maybe I'll get the chicken bowl then. All right, let's do that. Let's get the chicken bowl. So it's going to have rice, beans, plantains, and chicken. Sounds good. Now I'm getting the regular cilantro sauce with the empanada. So I'm going to get spicy cilantro sauce with the bowl. Okay? Cool. And then they have a unique dessert. Okay? This dessert is called tequeño. And what it is, it's a pastry crust that they wrap around various ingredients. So they have 3 versions. One is just cheese. It's queso blanco. One is, get this, cheese with a fruity guava paste. That sounds interesting. Like cheese and like guava together. And then they have one that's completely different, dulce de leche, where basically they fill it and drip it in like, like caramel. Because that's what it is. Dulce de leche, candy of milk. It's basically caramel. Okay? So which one should I get? Should I get just the cheese? Should I get the guava and cheese? Or should I get the caramel? I think I want either guava and cheese or caramel. I don't want just cheese. Again, I like cheese, but I'm just not into a massive amount of cheese. Cracker Jacks, what's up? He says, I hope you're getting Kat some food. No, I'm only ordering for myself. She can fend for herself, all right? She can go out and figure out. Of course she's going to get some food. I have no idea what she wants. We're going to order, obviously, together, have it delivered later. No, she has to eat cucumber sandwiches, but I get to eat Venezuelan food because, that's how we roll here in the Burnell household, of course. I'm a huge jerk to my wife constantly, of course. All right. It's dolce de leche, not dulce de leche. Okay, dolce de leche. Got it. I'm learning pronunciations. It's arepas and dolce de leche. Cool. Please teach me how to pronounce words so I don't sound like an uneducated dunce. Thank you. So what do we think? Cheese and guava or dolce de leche? What should I get? And I'm going to share that with her because it's 5 pieces. I'm not going to eat 5 pieces. I'll probably like 1 or 2 so she can have the rest. Both? No, I'm not having both. I hope the food will be delicious, Mark. Yes. Oh, today's the Marvel Rivals update? Okay. Maybe we'll squeeze it in next week. I got to think about it. You know, I got to think about when I could fit it. The problem is, again, now next week I'm missing a night stream because I got to do this private react. So here we go again, you know. Here we go again. No one's answering. Cheese and fruit are a good combination. A lot of Americans do cheddar with apple pie. Oh, that is true. I never had that before. Cheddar on pie, but some people do that. All right, let's do that. Let's do the cheese and guava paste. There you go. Okay, so how about this? I'm going to go add my wife's picks to this order, and then it'll be on the way. Okay, the food is ordered. We're good to go. And now we're moving on. All right, so... Oh, what did Kat get? Kat got a chicken empanada and one of the arepas. So she's getting basically like the sandwich while I'm getting the bowl. So there you go. Yes. Okay. So moving on. I have one other major topic for today. I would like to watch and react to the Like a Dragon direct that happened yesterday. This direct covered the upcoming Pirate in Hawaii game and has a lot of information about it. So I'd like to see, because, you know, we only saw that initial announcement trailer like a month ago, and that was it. So I'd like to learn more about it and try to decide if we're going to play it or not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to play it or not. Okay. What's up, Jinx? Good morning. How you doing? Nmix says this game is fire. You think so? Again, I've only seen the one trailer. It looked good to me, but I like to watch this live with all of you and react to it. So here we go. Oop, my camera. See, I told you, some of the things are going to be off. My camera is definitely not positioned properly. Let's, bar showing up? Hold on. Did I click the wrong thing? I did, didn't I? Oh, no. Okay, hold on. There we go. I was like, where's the bar? Now, as you can see, the bar is the wrong size. See this? I told you, all this text stuff is going to have to be adjusted. This is definitely the wrong size. It's going to have to be readjusted here. How's that? Is that lined up? Yeah, it is. Yep. Okay. Let's get this in position here. Here we go. For me to watch and react. Looks pretty good. Okay. So. Ready to do this? Let's watch this and see if it's any good. I hope it's good. We're about to find out. Dang it, seriously? Oh, I know what's going on. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of these things I got to resize eventually. They're not sized properly. I could already tell some of these things will be off, but what can I do? Yeah, what do I do this? Hold on. Hold on. I'm almost ready. Ah, Okay. Okay. Ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Let's watch the Like a Dragon Direct for Pirates in Hawaii from yesterday. Here we go. Oh, a little loud. Here we go. A little too loud. I'll lower it. This is their new intro, huh? That's cool. They used it last time, too. I like that intro. Dun 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 dun.
Today we're going to explore some of the finer points of playing pirate in Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
This looks so wild
With
because,
its
like,
brutal buccaneer brawls,
look at this.
one-of-a-kind crew building, and exhilarating naval combat. Prepare yourself for an over-the-top high seas adventure for the modern-day privateer.
Okay, hold on. How funny is this? Okay. This game looks like it's a combination of like Assassin's Creed 4 with its naval combat, right? With like Yakuza, but also like Devil May Cry style like fighting, like over the top stuff, almost like Bayonetta style fighting. But how funny is it that this game is literally just a spin-off of an existing successful franchise, and it's probably going to do pirate gameplay better than Skull and Bones, the $200 million quadruple A game last year that flopped miserably, right? I mean, this is so hilarious that it's a spin-off game. It's not even meant to be a main installment in the franchise, and it looks like it's going to completely destroy that game.
You, the one-eyed ex-Yakuza, Captain Majima. So hoist the sails. We're on the hunt for scurvy dogs and legendary treasure.
Scurvy dogs. Very nice. Kick ours. So you're going to be in the city, too. It's not just like islands. Yeah, you're in the regular city as well.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii's
Yeah,
dynamic
look.
combat system features two unique fighting styles.
Who's that?
For a deep
Oh, that's him.
variety of devious
Okay.
mix-ups.
So two different fighting styles. Pirate and then like probably like regular Yakuza. Look at that.
Explosive blows, judicious juggles,
Air
and
juggles.
gravity-defying air combos that generously reward your creativity.
Look at this.
With Mad Dog style, channel Majima's muscle memory to slash and stun scallywags into submission. Deliver precise yet powerful combos with speed, agility, and
This looks
flair.
awesome.
Dodge
Again,
and
how
block to land
crazy
destructive-
is it that they're doing two franchises? It's the same franchise, but one was turn-based combat, you know, controlling a party, very slow, calculated. This is just go crazy, do crazy action-based combos and juggles. You know, it's just so wild that they went two different ways with the combat. You know, in a lot of ways, Judgment was going this way too, but now we haven't had a Judgment game in a while, so I guess they wanted to have a game that's action-based. They didn't want to wait for another installment of Judgment.
counters. Then bust out a heat action and send them below decks. Still
Of course,
standing,
the heat
hold
actions.
down an attack to shiver their timbers with crushing charge moves that will have you lightning dashing. Whirlwind
Was that a
slashing,
tiger? Did you
and
see a baby
uppercut
tiger on the
mashing.
beach?
Do that enough, and you'll end up with a full madness gauge. This is good. Unleash it to summon
This is
shadowy
good.
doppelgangers, multiplying your destructive force to take down hordes of enemies in a flash.
Oh my lord, look at
Once you've
this.
mastered Mad Dog style.
It's insane.
Sea Dog has you dual-wielding cutlass short swords and buccaneer gear to make shock bait of your enemies. Engage at range by throwing your cutlasses like razor-sharp boomerangs to slice.
It even
through
looks
crews.
familiar. Like, what game
Or
had that?
Use your chain hook to close the gap. Then yo-ho-ho, break out your pistol and blow the man down. If you feel the tides turning against you, summon reinforcements with fabled dark
Ah,
instincts
yes.
and a maxed out
Some of the
madness gauge.
denizens of the deep. Oh my god. Man-eating shark, jellyfish, a sadistic ape. Great.
Let the dogs off the leash.
Yo, the monkey
and
did
the
an
seal
uppercut.
Really start singing. Mix up fighting styles with lightning-fast swaps to execute criminally creative combos and give these clowns a hands-on juggling lesson.
All right, so the combat looks good. Hopefully, we'll upgrade during the course of the game. You'll unlock new abilities, new juggles, new combos, things like that. You don't want it to get too repetitive.
Take the fight to the air with Majima's electric jump, a whole new dimension of destruction. Hope you have a frequent flyer program, because you're going to enjoy the air up there.
Honestly, I do wish that there was more than 2 styles.
Short, but there be tales of scattered makeshift weapons to find and wield on the fly, of upgrade paths and precious rings that enrich your abilities, and plenty more to discover.
Was he the Mandarin?
Dual combat system as savagely maniacal as the man once called the patron saint of pain. The twin fists of Mad Dog and Sea Dog. Simple to pick up. Deep.
Oh my
as the
god,
ocean,
giant
with a
surfboard.
skill ceiling higher than a crow's nest.
All right, so here's the truth, all right? They're making the combat look great. But just like with the regular Yakuza games, there's potential it's going to be very repetitive, right? Like, this will be very fun for the first couple of hours, but once you're killing your 1,000th group of suspicious men in the middle of the street, that is the same group again, you know, that's why I wish there was more than 2 combat styles. I think that it hit its stride this series when it had 4 combat styles to alternate between, because then you could always focus on leveling up a different style and it never felt like burnout. With only 2 combat styles, it makes me nervous that it will get too repetitive too fast. But again, not playing it yet, but that's just from my personal experience with these games. It'll be fun for a bit, but then it's going to be like, oh, now I got to grind more. And eventually you're just going to want to be able to skip the enemies because you're going to have to fight the same weaklings over and over, right? I guess we'll see. Oh, the ship combat. All right, here we go. Ship crew in combat.
Batten down the hatches and get your ship together, Captain. It's about time you got your sea legs. First, feast your eyes on the Goromaru, your trusty pirate ship. She's yours to customize, from hull and armor,
Nice.
to sails and figurehead.
I don't know about the
Strike
hearts.
fear and confusion into the hearts of marauders.
Yeah, strike
roaming the
confusion with
seas.
the Valentine's
Once
Day
you've
ship.
decked your deck, you're gonna need a crew. Luckily, it's a captain's market.
Oh,
Over
this is
100
cool.
Salty dogs are just
So-
waiting to sail under Majima's Jolly Roger.
So it's basically very similar to when you were recruiting your group for the combat in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. You had to recruit your like MMA fighters for the arena. So it's that, only you're doing it your crew for the ship. So it's a very similar system.
Train your Goro pirates into a ship-shaped wrecking crew.
Yep.
By
Look
deepening
at
your
the
bonds
freaking
through song,
the mascot
drink,
from the job
adventure,
place there.
and
Yeah, look, there he
victory.
is.
Yes, this game is canon, and you're going to need a lot of them. Arm yourself to the teeth to take on the scurviest scoundrels this side of the Pacific, and scuttle them before they plunder you.
See, does this not look fun? Yo, this is seriously, again, it's everything that a game like Skull and Crossbones or Skull and Bones should have been, and just failed to be because it was just a piece of garbage. This game, like, you see the effort they put in. It's like a hybrid. It's a little bit more action-based, it looks like, than Assassin's Creed 4, but it looks really good, right? Like, the combat looks fun.
You'll find plenty of firepower to affix stern, aft, starboard, and port. And what's a rocket launcher but a modern-day blunderbuss?
Yeah, just use your rocket launcher. You froze the ship.
With a shipload of loadouts. And upgrade your arsenal to visit utter destruction upon your foe's collective broadsides.
Damn, look at those machine
The
guns.
captain worth their salt knows to assign crew hands strategically to max out their ship's attack and defense before raising the black flag.
It looks
With
great.
dread
It really
riders
does. It looks
and
fun,
fearsome
man.
creatures roaming the seas, it's all hands on deck. The open ocean isn't known for its hiding spots, and before long, you'll find yourself in the crosshairs. Take the helm as exhilarating, real-time naval battles ensue. Quickly maneuver into firing position while avoiding enemy bombardments. Then deliver devastating damage with a volley of cannonballs, maelstrom of bullets, laser blast, or wall of flame. You
Wow.
might even take your hands off the wheel to add
See,
a more personal.
one thing that is so unique about this company, it's the same engine. It's the same engine as Like a Dragon. It's the same engine as The Man Who Erased His Name, but they've completely changed it to be action-based, and now it feels like you're playing a completely different game. Same graphics, same cast members, but it's a totally redesigned. That is so awesome that they've done this. I mean, this has got to be one of the biggest studio success stories of all time. They went from being a small-time company pumping out a Yakuza game here or there to this dynamo. They make at least a game a year, and they're good. This is the difference. Unlike the other companies like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, shoveling out the shit, these games are actually good. It's wild what we need to do, use RGG as the case study of success in game development. How is it that they are so successful at pumping out great games, but Bethesda can't make a good game to save their fucking life, right? Study them, emulate what they're doing, and stop the garbage you're doing because you suck. Because I want more companies to do stuff like this. You know what I mean?
Personal touch to the proceedings. Captain's discretion. Just keep an eye on the health of your crew and ship, or you'll be swimming with the fishes. Deal enough damage to the enemy ship for a guaranteed depth sentence. Or set a collision course. Issue the
So many
boarding command
puns.
to take down the captain face to face in all out crew versus crew deck battles.
Oh my God, then you have crew battles too? Oh, this is amazing. So you board the ship and you fight their crew. Look at this. Yo, this is great.
Pirate's life.
And the funny
Isn't
part
just
is, this is all gameplay. We haven't even seen a lick of story. This is all gameplay. And you know that these games have good stories too. So this is amazing,
Sending
man.
your foes to the briny deep, but it is a highlight. Once you've got a few notches on the gangplank, set a course for further adventure.
Island hopping. Oh, there's Samoa Joe. I forgot he was in this. He's a character in this.
Welcome to your home on land, Rich Island, a remote fishing village where you wash ashore with no memory or much else to your name. Local island boy Noah Rich, feline friend Goro, and family take you in and become the
Tiger.
first allies of your pirate adventure.
Cute.
Thanks to them, Rich Island is the place to rest up, restock
Mini
supplies,
games.
reorganize your wardrobe,
One of their
and
fortes.
rehabilitate any animal friends
Oh my God, a cute
interested
cow.
in the pirate life. But the real action can be found on Madlantis, a secret criminal hideout born from a ship graveyard and ruled by ruthless pirate lords.
Where do they get this shit
Set a
from?
course to find a cavernous pleasure district bustling with activities, and the infamous Pirates Coliseum, where you can put your skill to the test in a spectacle of piratical combat.
Look at this. This is
Will it be
crazy
fame
good,
and
man.
fortune? Or a watery grave?
And the
Rise
other
through
funny
ranks
part,
of
the other funny part about this, so this game is totally just a spin-off game. This is going to be like 60 hours long. Watch, it's going to have like so much content. It's going to be insane. That's what I mean. Like even their spin-off games have insane quality. They need to be emulated. By the way, yeah, No Sleep Real Vibe says it definitely has a One Piece vibe to it. I mean, that's exactly what they're going for, right? They're trying to basically do a One Piece hybrid with the Yakuza franchise.
4 battle types, all offering unique challenges.
The anime girl's head.
And the reward. Once
Nice.
you've sent enough souls to the locker, head over to Nele Island, a holy site overrun with nuclear
I think we
waste
know about
as a
this from the
result of
last game.
unchecked greed. Ex-Yakuza, looking for a new start, have flocked here to aid believers in the cleanup.
So
But
okay,
not
so
all
this
is
is after the events of Infinite Wealth, because now the island's been liberated and they're trying to clean up the mess that was left behind. So this actually takes place after Infinite Wealth. That's cool.
As it seems, could this cursed land be the key to Majima's missing memories? Or something else altogether? And finally, you can't island hop without stopping by the biggest chain in the game. Set a course for Hawaii.
Oh
Take
yeah.
in all the sights, sounds, and activities that await a pirate of leisure such as yourself. Just be sure to dress up before heading down.
Oh, yes, of course. All the typical stuff. Oh, look at this. Wow. So it's got all the same mini games. They're all back.
Whether you're surfing the streets, slinging around town, or setting some landlubbers straight with your fists, Paradise has so much to offer. So take your time and soak it all in. There's much more to explore on the open seas of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
There's fishing. Did
All
you see
waiting
that?
to be discovered. But beware, the sea can be unforgiving, and its occupants deadly. The more you explore, the
Looks
more you
great.
conquer, the more you unlock. Rough seas are ahead, but with great victory comes great reward.
How much is left? Oh, we're right at the end, like less than 2 more minutes. Cool. Looks great, man. I mean, can I be honest with you? I think, honestly, like a Dragon Infinite Wealth looked great on paper. But once you started playing it, okay, it felt more like a grind to me. Like it just really felt drawn out, too much content, too long-winded in a lot of places, even had entire filler chapters. And Dondoko Island was a huge disappointment for what it was, right? This, if the pacing stays fast, I think this might be better than Infinite Wealth. And even though the plot, you know it's going to be a silly game that's not ultra serious, it just may be a better gameplay experience overall. It may be more fun. So, I don't know.
Pre-order any digital or physical edition to get the Ichiban Kasuga Pirate Crew and Special Outfit set, which adds the hero of Yokohama, Ichiban Kasuga.
He's in
and
with
his pet
you.
Crawfish Nancy to your crew, and 2 of Ichiban's iconic outfits to your wardrobe.
Nice.
Coffers feeling full? Upgrade to the Digital Deluxe Edition to get additional ship customization items, legendary crew members, outfits, and extra music.
As fun as that probably would be, I don't think I'm going to do that. I did do that for Infinite Wealth and got burned because a lot of the stuff was like Dondoko Island stuff and stuff that I ended up never using. Remember, there's a whole bunch of stuff for the fake Pokemon game, and I never even played it because the game was so long. I didn't have time to invest time in that side stuff. So even though that looks awesome, like definitely the legendary crew I'd probably love to use. I don't know if I'd spend the extra unless it's like $5-10, but if it's like $20-30, that's definitely not worth it.
And if you want all the booty on offer, pick up the limited collector's edition,
Oh,
including
God.
real-world loot.
The-
Triple-layered pirate flag, Captain Majima acrylic standee, replica eye patch, metal treasure coin pin, and all the digital deluxe content.
That's not very
Finally,
good. That's crappy.
Subscribe to Sega emails now through February 25th to receive Kazuma Kiryu's iconic Dragon of Dojima outfit for Majima to use in-game.
I like the tiger follows you around. Oh my god.
We hope you enjoyed this saltwater dive into the upcoming Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, setting sail February 21st. Oh, and one last thing. We're excited to announce that New Game Plus will be made available for free as a post-release patch.
There you go, because people were so upset that there was no New Game Plus in Infinite Wealth, but then they added it later, but it was part of like the DLC content, so they're going to do it for free, so there you go.
Stay tuned for updates on exact release timing and content. And prepare to conquer the seas.
There you go. So, I mean, overall thoughts, looks great. What I like is, again, they're alternating between action-based and turn-based. Infinite Wealth was good, but felt too grindy and too long-winded. This game, it looks it's action-based. It may not feel that way, and it looks like there's a lot of content. At the same time, I am nervous because the previous Yakuza games did get repetitive with the combat after a while. Hopefully, this doesn't, but I mean, you never know, right? You never know. It looks good. Graphics look outstanding. The ship combat looks very fun. I like that you can board the ship and then fight their crew and take them over. That's really cool. I like that idea. And dude, does this not look better? I'm serious now. It looks better than Sea of Thieves. It looks better than Skull and Bones. I would say, they definitely took a lot of inspiration from Assassin's Creed 4, a decade ago. It just looks good. It looks great. Again, this company needs to be emulated by their competition. Their competition is floundering and failing. They are winning and succeeding on every level. Copy your betters. You know what I mean? Seriously, I'm tired of it. Oh, Bethesda can't make a game, and when they do, it sucks, and they can only make a game every 7 years. Then reorganize your company and fix it so you can actually pump out content, because no one wants to wait for your crap. This is good stuff. We just played a game, and now we got another one a year later that looks great. So I'm excited. Of course, got to be honest. I'm nervous because when I play these games, I don't get a lot of people showing up and engaging and supporting, and it makes me nervous because I want to play this. It looks good to me. Like, this has sold me. Looking at this direct, I'm sold. I totally want to get it, but I need people to actually show up. So I hope that you will. Let me know. I mean, you're probably watching this on demand. Let me know your thoughts, okay? Oh, what am I doing? This is the podcast. I'm not stopping recording. That's right. I'm just going to clip that out later. That'll be a highlight for tonight. Okay. Looks good to me. All right. That looks significantly good to me. I don't know what you guys thought. That looked great. That looks like that's right up my alley for like late night streams and stuff. But again, I hope that you guys would actually show up for it. Okay. Cool. I received a tip, $1.50 tip from Beaver Bother. He says, I created a Kick account. All right, sounds good. He says he made a Kick account. He says he's going to talk on Sunday. Why are you going to talk on Sunday? You could talk right now. Why, right? If you made a Kick account, you should be able to talk relatively quickly, right? We don't have it as too long of a wait, do we? By the way, don't get yourself banned this time. All right. So, folks, that's pretty much what I had on the agenda for today's podcast. That was fun, by the way. That was really good. That'll be a good segment to do like an excerpt, a highlight for tonight. So now we have some time to just chat. Please tag me in the chat. Let's talk. And by the way, guys, please support the stream today. Like I said yesterday, both streams, I didn't even raise $50. So today, let's hit some of the goals. Let's keep rolling towards next week's DSP Tries It. All right, let's hit a goal at least today. Mic punch. I'm not punching the mic. I'm doing this. The desk. If I accidentally touch the desk, I guess this mic makes a noise. Yep. And there's nothing I can do about it. The mic's even on the shock guard and doesn't even work. So, Game Boy, how you doing? Yeah, Cracker Jacks, we had a rare slow day yesterday, but I mean, the rest of the days this week have been amazing. So, it's not anything big deal, but obviously I don't want to have that continue. Would I go back to System Shock? Eventually I would, if people were interested. That was something we did during the summer downtime. If we have time again. Right now, we're kind of wrapped up in a million projects. I want to end some of them. I want to finish Indiana Jones. I want to finish Stalker. Obviously, Dark Souls, we're making good progress. Once we start wrapping up these playthroughs, we can figure out what's the next, what's the next lineup. The space behind the mic looks empty. Can we put something there? Here, it would block it. Why would you want something behind the mic that would be blocked by the mic? You can't see it. When is the React show coming back? I don't know. Right now, my focus is trying to finish up the things I'm working on, and basically, work on the Smart Guys show. Like, I'm basically doing what people are asking me for, okay? If there was a big demand for me to react to something right now, I would do it, but there doesn't seem to be. So I'm just kind of going to play it by ear. Jinx is asking, what are your thoughts on collector's editions for games nowadays? Personally, I'm sad to see how far they've fallen. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, the collector's edition of this game would have been a 2 foot tall Goro statue with 100 accessories. There would have been a pirate chest full of removable booty. There would have been a stuffed tiger of that mascot, and it would have been like $200, but it would have been worth it. Today, they're like, here's the collector's edition, a plastic fake gold coin, a stupid plastic transparent standee that no one wants, and an eye patch. You want the eye patch maybe, right? Like the eye patch, I would say, perhaps, would be good because someone could cosplay with it or something. Outside of that, I literally don't want anything out of that collector's edition, Okay, I received a $1.25 tip From Poopy Head, did you hear of Ram Ranch? I literally never heard of Ram Ranch until people started saying it in my chat like years ago. I have no idea what it is. I don't think I care to find out. But thank you for the tip. Okay. Staples did a $2 super chat. Any plans on a Lolcow live appearance? No. No plans on a Lolcow live appearance. But that is a $2 super chat, so that actually knocks off the previous one. That was $1.99. Okay. What was my favorite part of the trailer? Literally every part that showed that you can make a good pirate game, just that these other companies were inept at what they were doing. You know, Skull and Bones isn't even a game. It's a mobile game. It looks and feels and plays like a mobile game. It's a joke. So it's just so funny to see that this company that doesn't specialize and didn't really spend a lot of time on that just reused their assets and immediately made something better. Dabhan says Yakuza 6's collector's edition was cool. It had an engraved whiskey glasses and Japanese ice stones. Okay. That has practical use in real life. And I agree, having like a liquor container or something that says Yakuza, that would be neat. I would like that collector's edition. Yeah, Samoa Joe's in the game. They've always had like Japanese pro wrestlers in it, and now it sounds like they're branching out and having even more wrestlers in it, which is kind of cool. Sheesh, how are you over on Kick? How's it going? Any plans to review Last of Us Season 2 when it drops? Says 2 Hatchet. Comes out April? I'll have to think about it. As you know, I hate Last of Us 2. The story. Not the gameplay, not the graphics, the story. Well, guess what the TV show is going to focus on? The story. So if I didn't like the story in the game, I don't think I'm going to like the show. But maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Mark says, I would like to make this my first Yakuza Like a Dragon game because I never played one before. Go for it. Listen, I had never played a Yakuza game before. The first one I played was Dead Souls over a decade ago. It was a spin-off with zombies had taken over like Japan, and it was the Yakuza guys trying to survive. It had no sense. It had nothing to do with the main plot, but I loved it, and then I got into the main games as a result. So maybe if you like this, it is a spin-off title, but if you like it, maybe you'll get into the main games after the fact, right? Am I getting Tomb Raider 4 to 6? No, I don't know what you're talking about. What is that? Jade, I know. Jade loves Yakuza games and wants me to play this. Listen, I want to play it. Let me make this clear. I want to play Like a Dragon, Pirates in Hawaii. But I need people to show up, engage, and support with that game if I buy it and play it. I can't have it be every time I play it, we have less than 200 viewers, and everyone says the game sucks, and no one supports the streams. I have to have some level of buy-in, okay? So we'll see what happens. Correct. And OC Real Vibe says we don't need another metaphor scenario where you like the game, but folks don't show up. Exactly correct. 100%. Cracker Jack says he wants an all-day launch for the game. I'd be willing to do a special launch event for games if people will show up, engage, and support them. I'm totally down for that. Oh, nah, I don't really care about that. Abdullah is saying they're making a new collection of Tomb Raider remastered games. I don't care. I didn't play the first collection. Mark, that's because it's true. He says people are feeling like Street Fighter 6 has a lack of content. The next character, Mai Shiranui, doesn't release till the late February. But Terry came out, months ago. Terry came out in September. So October, November, December, January, February. They're waiting over 5 months for major updates. And you know what else is wrong with Street Fighter 6? Everyone wants new outfits. Everyone is saying, release new outfits for the characters. We don't care. We will pay for them. Just give us new outfits. And they won't do it. Instead, they keep releasing avatar outfits. And to be frank, main competitive players don't care about avatar outfits. They want outfits for the real cast. But Capcom just keeps releasing avatar outfits, probably because the casualized audience likes playing with the avatars and keeps spending money on them. So people are upset, and rightly so. Capcom has dropped the ball, in my opinion, with Street Fighter 6. Just think of it this way. Imagine if Capcom once a month had a significant amount of new content added to Street Fighter 6. Music, skins, colors, other customizations, gameplay tweaks, characters. If every month they just did one major thing, I don't think anyone would be upset. But you just sit around waiting and you just play the same game over and over, and there just aren't any major updates for it. Maybe every 4 or 5 months they're doing something major, but it's a waiting game. And for a game like this in the modern, they're using an outdated formula in the modern era. What they're doing now would have worked for Street Fighter 4, but it's 2025. People want more than that. If this is your main game, people want more content, and they're not giving anyone content. So I don't know what they're doing. They're really dropping the ball there. Now that we're getting a new Turok, would I play Turok from Xbox 360? No. I'll play the new one. Have I ever had carrot juice? Yes. You know who used to really have a delicious carrot drink? Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice used to have this, I think it was called like Orange Carrot Dream or something like that. So it was citrusy, but also had carrot flavor. I loved it. And then, of course, they discontinued it because I liked it. What it is they looked and they said, oh, Phil Burnell likes something. We now must cancel it from our menu. So he may never have that delicious thing ever again. Because this always happens. If I like a food item or something, it always just gets completely discontinued or removed. It's a running pattern in my life. Let's see here. I received a $4.20 tip from a gaping flame vagina. I guess this guy's back. Man, I thought for a few weeks there for the holidays, we didn't have any like gross names on stream. I guess this person has returned. So they did a $4.20 tip. What if people pooped out nipples out of their ass? Well, I guess they'd need to seek medical attention because I can't imagine why that would be. But thanks for the tip. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we're up to $30 of support, guys. Again, today would be great if we can get back on track after a derailed day yesterday. Let's hit the goals today. Who's going to be the first person to get the sub over on Kick because we don't have any? And who's going to be the first person to give some memberships here on YouTube because we don't have any? Let's do it. Let's get some stuff rolling. Abdullah says, well, I spent $163 on cosmetics, colors, and the versus screen icons, but I can't use them on PS5. I feel the game needs cross progression. Oh, that 1,000,000% is true. I tell you right now, there's no excuse. They could 100% give you cross progression and crossover of things you bought. They don't care. Think about it. I had it on Xbox. I liked it so much, I immediately bought a bunch of cosmetics. Remember, I bought all the skins for all my favorite characters. Then I said, oh, well, if I play it on PS5, now with my new setup, right, the 120 hertz and everything, I'll have less input delay. So I did that, and I lost everything. So I bought a few things on PS5, and then I got a gaming PC. Well, now I want to play it on the gaming PC. Now I have nothing again. That's why I have, like, no skins. I mean, I'm not going to keep buying them over and over. What a ripoff. So that 100%, that is Capcom nickel and diming the customer. And there's no excuse. They don't have to do it. They just want to do it. They want more money. Jade, I know you'll show up for Yakuza. That's a given, man. I know you love that franchise. How much for a Baldur's Gate 3 second run? Well, let's see. If I were to actually play Baldur's Gate 3 again, another 140 hours, and it takes like 4 or 5 months to beat it, and since it would probably arguably put me out of business, I'd probably need a few $1 million because that way I would don't have to worry about if the business fails and I can never make content ever again and I have no income. At least I have a few $1 million to figure something out. So we'll do $5 million. $5 million, and I'll do a second run in Baldur's Gate 3. There you go. Did I ever make my own special sandwich when I worked at the health food place? Of course, and it was completely unhealthy. I would make a wrap that was like grilled chicken, but like insane amounts of cheese and bacon and this like tangy sauce. And then I would make a panini that was like double chicken, roasted peppers. What kind of cheese was on it? Like, was it Swiss? No, I can't remember. We had some kind of a cheese we would melt on there. Oh, provolone. Provolone cheese. That's right. Yeah, basically just completely unhealthy. Have I ever seen a centipede? Yes. We used to have centipedes in my house when I was a kid. They were kind of annoying because they would find ways to sneak in. I've never seen a single centipede since I lived in Washington. I don't know if they have them out here. All right, got a few more minutes before we adjourn and then we set up for Indiana Jones. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast today, everyone. Again, would be great to get some final support before we end the show. Typically, when I start playing certain games, support dries up. So it would be great to get some more before the podcast ends. By the way, the leaderboard seems to be working. That's good. Do I miss Connecticut? Only certain things about it. Not in general, no. No, I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3 again for a 200 streak. You're out of your mind. That's a far cry from the 5 million ask. Of course I missed the pizza in Connecticut. Although it's very sad, Vinny's Pizza, my favorite pizzeria, finally closed. You know, the guy who owned it was an old Italian guy, and he finally couldn't do it anymore, and it is closed. So I literally can never get my favorite pizza ever again. It's gone. I would have to get other pizzas from Connecticut, although I do like other pizza in Connecticut, so that's okay, I guess. But very sad, I will never get Vinny's Pizza ever again. I've had it. The last time I had it, I was in Connecticut in 2019 to be married and spend time with my parents. And we all sat down and had a family meal of it, which was absolutely delicious. And I took pictures of it. So I still have pictures of the pizza, documented, you know, and that was it. Last time. Very sad. You may think I'm joking, but it really is very sad. I mean, I grew up eating that pizza. That is my pizza. And I'll never eat it ever again. You know, I'll never get that back. I received a $1.20 tip. I noticed you're doing everything in your power to not play Stellar Blade. I played Stellar Blade. We did play Stellar Blade. I guess you weren't around. Actually, this person wasn't around. That's true. I think this is the same person who's doing all the, whatchamacallit, the gross names. We did play Stellar Blade. Go watch the Christmas Marathon. There's a whole video of it. And no one liked it. And then people said, well, forget it. Don't play it. I said, okay, sounds good to me. So that's why we're not playing Stellar Blade. It's that simple. Staples just did a $2 super chat. The best pizza is in New Jersey and Connecticut. New York is overrated. I've had Brooklyn style pizza and I do like it a lot. But I grew up with the Connecticut pizza. I've never actually had New Jersey pizza. So I don't know if I would like that. But Connecticut pizza is great. Thank you, Staples. You're wearing my WWE style shirt today? Well, that's awesome, Jade. I'm glad that you like my merch so much. Shall I do a gratuitous plug? Darksidephil.shop. Has anyone bought anything recently? If not, why not? Why didn't you go to darksidephil.shop and buy the official Level 1 Podcast two-sided mug or a nice Philomania t-shirt to coincide with the relaunch of Smark Guys? Or maybe a nice, warm, and cozy Wow Dude pullover, right? Or the new DSPGaming style, a Red Dead Redemption style sweatshirt, or the new, this is good, the DSP Gaming logo hoodie, which I own and wear from time to time on this stream. It's a great hoodie. It's great quality merch. Oh no, it ships worldwide, Abdullah. Worldwide shipping on this merch. And if you spend $40 or more, it's free worldwide shipping. So get on it. Every purchase from the store helps me out and helps the business. So please check out the merch if you haven't yet. I would appreciate that. Lady Charisma says, would you consider a Dark Urge run of Act 1 as a big goal? Not a full run, just a little bit to see some of the insane things you can do? I don't know. Even Act 1 is insanely long. Act 1 is what, like 50 hours? So I don't know if it's viable, man. I played it once, 140 hours, almost killed the business, so I certainly don't know if I should be doing that, just being honest. We need Smart Guys merch. Well, to be honest, Smart Guys could use a facelift. If you didn't notice, episode 1, I reused all the assets from over 10 years ago, kind of as a throwback, like that was the idea. But certainly I would like to redo Smart Guys as a more modernized show with a better backdrop, better logo. But I need people to work on that because I'm not a graphic designer, you see? Jinx says he'll take one of everything. Go for it. I make a good cut. I don't make an insane amount of money, but I get a good cut of each sale from there. So anyone who buys from the darksidephil.shop merch store, you're helping out a good amount. Thank you. King Michael, how are you? Good to see you. And Mick says, how come we can drink a drink, but you can't food a food? You can drink a drink and you can eat some eats. It's just another term. Like a drink is actually a beverage or a liquid. You can't liquid a liquid. You can't beverage a beverage, but you can drink a drink. You can't food the food, but you can eat some eats. There you go. No, Broly Legs, I never faced him because he was after my time. I stopped playing competitive Street Fighter in 2007. I played in some tournaments around the time of Street Fighter 4, but I haven't been in the tournament scene in over a decade, so I wouldn't have played any of these people who are online now or known in the last, 10, 15 years. How is the Ghost today? He's doing good. The Ghost likes to be over here by himself because it highlights the Ghost. Like the Ghost really stands out when it's by itself, right? I think it looks really good the way that it is there with the crown on, as opposed to when it had other things next to it. Would I consider making an introduction video for YouTube? Well, the thing is, I could, but the only way that an intro video makes sense is to make it your highlighted video and leave it there for a very long time. Like, I made intro videos for my channels and left it there for like 2 years, and then it would get like tens of thousands of views. But I like highlighting certain videos now on my channel as the main video. So like right now, it's my year-end series. Part 1 is my major video. That's good because it gives the year-end series kind of a boost. So, if I just did a standalone, introduction to DSP Gaming 2025, no one would probably find it. Sadly, just YouTube doesn't have the systems to really make intro videos make sense anymore. At one point it did, but just not anymore. They changed it too much. Cracker Jacks, there's no chance we're finishing Indy today. We're not in the final area of the game yet. I received a $1.25 tip from I Have the Shits. Vinny's Pizza is still open. I looked it up. It is. My parents said it was closed. My parents told me it was closed. So unless they were wrong or it reopened with new management and new people running it, it's closed. They told me that they got the final thing and then, they found out that it's shut down. You can't get pizza anymore. Would I ever do another Street Fighter tournament? Unlikely. I don't play enough to be in a tournament. Just being honest. Right now I'm playing Street Fighter once a week at most. You cannot hang competitively. with people in Street Fighter playing once a week. You just can't. You have to play way more than that. You have to be practicing, learning tech. I'm not. Maybe I've got like one more major tournament in me before I die. I know that sounds sad, but like maybe one day there'll be a reason. Whether it's, I don't think it'll be Street Fighter 6, like maybe Super Turbo or whatever. But I don't live that lifestyle anymore. Nor could I. I'm a married dude and I'm very busy. I'm pulled in a million other directions, doing things like I'm not in a situation where I could realistically be doing a tournament scene, or even caring about it. It just doesn't really make sense. Jasper's great, Jade. He'll be back later this week. Don't worry. Another tip came in because we got to end the show. A $2 tip has come in. You might not get a lot of live viewers when you play Yakuza games, but you get a lot of views on the videos, especially on your older playthroughs. I hope you'll play Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Well, there's a reason. You probably aren't aware of the reason. Allow me to tell you. So back in the day, I played Yakuza Dead Souls, okay? Did a full playthrough of it. Really liked it. Then people started convincing me to play the other Yakuza games. Well, guess what? I'm not exaggerating here when I tell you, I was one of the first English-speaking YouTubers to play Yakuza games and do playthroughs. If you go back to the time period when I was doing those, very few people were playing Yakuza. It was mostly Japanese-speaking people who would play. And therefore, if you were someone who didn't understand Japanese, you couldn't enjoy these games online. So I was an actual resource back in the day of people who were interested in Yakuza. And a lot of people have told me over the years, I was the reason they ever played the games because they were just searching online and I was the person who did a playthrough. But that was a long time ago. What ended up happening was over time, again, I became a negative association, a negative meme on the internet. Then other people started liking the franchise and going back and playing the classic games with English-speaking voiceovers and commentary. And all my content just got brushed right under the rug like it never existed. So if you take a look at like my earlier playthroughs, I think it was Yakuza 4, 5, and 6, they've got tremendous views on YouTube. Tremendous. Because people use them as a resource. And then everyone stopped liking DSP. And therefore, other people played the games. All their playthroughs then ended up getting more attention. And mine can't even be found. So that's what happened. Yeah, today it doesn't matter. Like, I understand what you're saying, but that's just not representative of today. I play all the Like a Dragon games. They don't get any views. They just don't. They're some of my least viewed playthroughs. Why did people stop liking me? Memes and trolls. It's that simple. Memes and trolls. Because it wasn't like I did any horrible thing that made people stop liking me. There's no controversy. There's no scam. There's no saga of, oh my God, can you believe that he did this or that horrible thing? Nothing. People who watch my documentaries are like, there's like no big deal here. Like, what is this? It's just nonsense. It's internet nonsense is what it is. Oh, I did always have trolls, Cracker Jacks, but here was the difference, okay? Back in the day when I started, there were trolls. There was a guy who called himself DSP Cult Leader. Seriously. And this was like the year when I started on YouTube, before I even had a giant following. People would say, oh, Phil's trying to recruit your kids to be part of his cult and crazy shit like that. But the difference was that was the fringe. That was the weird. That was, everyone looked at it and laughed at it and pointed and said, look at that idiot. Then all of a sudden, when This Is How You Don't Play became popular, it became mainstream to be a troll of DSP. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, everyone look at him and point and laugh at him, and that was the funny thing. But there was always trolls, just the difference is how those trolls are taken. Like, every major YouTuber has trolls, but most people just laugh at them and say, fuck them, who cares about them? But I haven't had that capability in a long time. Now I do, because I don't care about them anymore. They don't affect me. Like, literally, the trolls don't affect me. I can sit here and enjoy life and be successful, and it doesn't matter what they say and do, I'm still good. So I don't care anymore. You know, at one point they did majorly affect me, but now in this last year, things have been different, and I'm very happy for that. All right, well, I think we're going to adjourn. I mean, we could keep doing the podcast forever, which I enjoy, by the way. I'm not trying to get away from hanging out with you guys, but I do want to play Indiana Jones and make progress in the game today because I would like to finish the playthrough this year. We have been playing the game since, like, you know, early December. I would like to finish the game at some point. So thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. For those who hang out and those who have early supported the stream, thank you so much. Remember, I am not here tomorrow. It's my day off, all right? But when I come back on Sunday, it should be a good day, all right? I hope that you guys will have a good Saturday away and be safe and have fun. When I come back on Sunday, we'll be continuing on with various fun playthroughs. I actually believe that it's going to be Stalker 2 on and also the return of Microsoft Flight Simulator, which we haven't done now in a couple of weeks. So that'll be a nice, chill, late-night stream. But I wish you all the best. Have a good weekend. See you Sunday for another full and fun week of content here on DSP Gaming. I'll see you for the Level 1 podcast. Bye-bye.